talk about businesses you should be considering in 2025, because these businesses, regardless what the economy is, people are always pumping money into it. I can say that these businesses, if done right, would never fail and will make you a lot of money. As you can see, this is not my usual setup. I'm actually reaching you from Akokwa in Imo State, right from my father's house, and this video cannot wait for me to get back to my normal setup, because I know this time of the year when we are strategizing how are we going to make this money in 2025. The new year is upon us, we want to get our groove going. No long talk, let's get into it. But first of all, I'm financial Jennifer, an investment banker, a chartered accountant, a chartered stockbroker. Listen, if it is about smart money moves, this is the channel to be. Click the subscription button right away, because you're going to love it here. So some of these businesses are actually inspired by my stay here in the village. Like when I came back to the village, I've been looking around and some things I see, I'm like, these are ripe opportunities. Number one of such business is gas refill. Oh my god, have you noticed now that almost all families have switched to gas? Here in my village, where most people used to do like the normal charcoal, firewood, but these days almost everyone is using gas refill. So when we came back, we went to refill our gas, because we don't really come to the village that much, mostly during Christmas, but my parents are usually here. We found only one place around, like close to our place, only one place. If you see the crowd, I'm like, are people not seeing this thing? That Christmas aside, a lot of families are now switching to gas, and more people should be opening these businesses. If you see long queue, like they have to give us tax. So one thing you should consider now, regardless of how expensive things get, people will cook their food. And now, where are they moving to? If you're going to start doing kerosene now, you're going to waste a lot of money. If you're going to start doing charcoal, we are beyond that. There is no money in the economy, but yet we can't go back to using charcoal, using firewood. So the next best thing when it comes to cooking is gas refuel. That's what you should be looking at. How do I start business? What capital requirements do you need? This is where you need to go into research mode to find out. But trust me, I think this is an up-and-coming business that is going to boom in 2025. Number two business is Unboxed perfume. You know what Unboxed perfume is? You know all these designer perfumes? You are not getting it is the main actual original perfume, but not the brand new. Maybe these perfumes, either they have some defaults, their packaging is torn, or their cover is spoiled or something. Let me tell you something. Recently, before Christmas, my friend introduced me to one lady that I buy perfume. Now, I'm not a perfume person, but these days, I don't know, when I see nice perfumes, I see that, this designer perfume is going at this price. So this lady did a sale, December sales. Oh my God. As she's posting, the post is not even dropping. You're hearing sold. It's not dropping. You're hearing sold. I'm like, wait, I don't see there is no money. There's one particular perfume my friend uses. That perfume, I remember the time I wanted to get it for him and for birthday. It was around 500 and something. My dad, that woman sold that perfume for, is it, I think 85,000 naira. The actual perfume, because I got it, I'm like, oh my God, the smell and everything is authentic, is the original one. I engaged that woman, no. And because this is the way people are rushing that product. Because the economy is not friendly now. People want to still wear designer luxury, and if they see a way they can buy this at an affordable rate, they are going to rush it. That's why thrift business will keep making a lot of money, because Unboxed perfume is actually like thrift perfumes, if I call it that, right? I reached out to that woman, madam, how far now? How do you supply? And I went into research mode, because I need to give you the tea where it is happening. So she told me that how they do, they have suppliers. These companies, what they do is to aggregate all these perfumes, right? They know how they do it, go to all the designer brands, which products you want to discard, they get it to them at an affordable price, and they are able to sell to them. So if this is a business you want to go into, your assignment is to go and find these companies that aggregate, that supply to them, right? You can reach out to someone that you know that is already into that line, pay them if you have to, so that they can give you contact list and source something. But I really believe that this business, a lot of people are not aware of it, but when they know you, that you that you say original, you say authentic, and now if you are someone that likes perfumes and ones that like smell and everything, but they're going to cash out, because people are looking to buy luxury at an affordable rate. So Unboxed perfume, start looking into it. Number three business idea you should be considering in 2025 is pharma product distribution. Pharmaceutical, drugs, medicine. Listen, this is if you want to go into production, it's not small money, let me tell you. But what you can do, like I said, is a distribution, right? When I finished my youth service, my first place of work was in a pharma company. Like they are into drug distribution, manufacturing, and all that. And I know, this is the one I am very familiar with, because number one, we have distributors. These people we produce, we import, and then they take it in volume from us and distribute. If you know the kind of money they make, aside from the profit they make from reselling these products, the company back then, if you see the kind of bonuses, commissions we used to pay these people, it is in millions. And now, Whether economy is good or bad, you see health is one industry that will never fail. And I think the market is even going to get juicier because you have a multinational brand like GSK, like leaving the Nigerian market and all that. So the remaining players in the industry, they're going to be hot cake. So you see pharma distribution, start looking at that. I don't know how much capital you want, but I think for some of these manufacturing companies, like then in my company, I think the minimum was about, is it 5 million or 10 million if you want to become a distributor for that particular brand. But there are so many other companies that might even charge less. But if you have enough money looking for a business to start looking at pharma distribution, because regardless of what happened, people will keep buying drugs. And like I mentioned, some key players in that field are leaving the country. The remaining one, people like you that might go into it, you are going to be king, my dear. Consider pharma distribution. Drugs, medicine is a hot cake niche. Number 4 business idea you should be looking at right now if you want to create passive income, if you want to cash out big, my dear, digital products. Listen, I'm an investment banker, right? But bulk of my money comes from my position as a content creator. If you know how much I make from content, from digital products. 4 years ago, I did something. I went to Google Doc, typed some things, went to Canva, did 1 or 2, an ebook was made. I uploaded it on Seller. From that 4 years till now, I've never gone back to that. But do you know that ebook keeps making me money till today? How did I do that? In fact, this is something I want to show you step by step in our upcoming 2025 Money Year workshop. This is a workshop where we come together to strategize, to plan on the best way to go about smashing our financial goals in 2025. In this workshop, I'm not only going to show you step by step how to create your ebook at zero cost, whether you have an audience or not, whether you have what to write about or not. Money Cheerleader Gotcha. In that workshop, I'm going to share with you the best investment for 2025. Listen, if you have not signed up yet, go and register right away. How much? 6,500 naira only. I know you are shocked at the price, less than $5, but you need to be at that workshop. So yeah, digital products, it can be courses, it can be class, it can be like one-on-one section, an ebook like I'm going to teach you at the workshop. It can be anything, but something you can sell online. You know the beauty of this, overhead cost is very low. You're not paying for rent, you're not paying for staff. It's something you can do by yourself. And thank God technology today, you can just at the comfort of your home do these things, push it on the internet and start making money from it. So whatever you do, please consider digital products. You do the work once and you continue to reap. 2025, oh my God, you must cash out from this thing. I'll teach you at the workshop. I'm going to leave the link to join the workshop in the description or in the pinned comments. Number 5 business idea is going to feed off the previous idea, content studio. Have you noticed how everybody is going into content creation? Because like I told you, there is a lot of money in content, right? And more people, in fact, statistics has it that the creator economy will keep exploding. But one issue people always have is that not knowing or having a place to shoot. Can you see my background? I just came to a wall in my father's house and set up my phone camera. This is not even my standard camera, right? But some people are looking for the aesthetics. They want a very fine place. Not everybody can come and just start shooting the way I'm shooting. Some people want to have a fancy background and everything, camera, editors. My dear, content studio is becoming a thing. I remember a few years ago, one time I went somewhere. It's just 1-story building. Then I think what they had there was bakery, and the business was not moving, but the space was beautiful. In my head, then I didn't know there was something like content. In my head, then I was like, oh my God, this space. What if we turn it to so many people will come and be creating content? Because then I was an up and coming content creator. I think it was like how many years ago? I can't remember the exact year, right? But I was thinking of it, my dear, today. That my idea is everywhere. Okay, not everywhere, but a few people are now starting content studio, and it is still a ripe niche to go into. So remember how that story they told about the gold fever, where everybody was rushing to go and dig gold. Few people step back and be like, wait, gold diggers are going to need shovel. Let me the one to provide a shovel for them. This is exactly what you're going to do with content studio, because content creation is blowing up. Everybody is telling every other person to start content like I'm doing, because trust me, there is money in content creation. But some of them don't have the enabling environment. Come in and be the shovel seller. Come in and rake in the money from content studio, because right now not a lot of people have this going on. So for some people, they can rent a space, the way you rent your shop, the way you rent your house, they can rent a space and decorate it. The thing is to have some, aesthetically pleasing items. You can engage people like photo editors, video editors. Think of anything that can be value added. You can rent your space to these people to use. Just think about it. 2025 content studio is a hot niche. Number 6 is food supply. I can't do a video. You know that if we are being honest with ourselves, food would always be an evergreen niche. You know that these days the cost of food is flying up. Even when people are trying to cut on other items because the inflation is going wide, you can't cut on food. Now you have to eat. I don't see food chop, they see strength to go and look for money, right? So the trick here is you might want to just choose like 1 or 2 food items. Be known for this thing. For instance, there was a time I did palm oil supply. I wanted to do it on a wholesale scale, but then I had families. Please, can you send me 25 liters? Can you send me? I think then I had a minimum about 10 liters or something. If you're not up to 10 liters, don't call me. And people were rushing it because good red oil is hard to find, particularly in Lagos, right? I had a lot of people asking, and this is, I know I promise you, I promise you a video on palm oil production and storage as an investment. Don't worry, I am in a village right now. I am going to the mill to record that video for you. Okay, just stay on the lookout. So decide, ask yourself, what food are you going to go into? Is it poultry? Is it grain, like rice and all of that? What food will you go into? Because food would always be an in-demand product. I don't have to talk much about this one. Go and find a scale you want to do it. Do you want to do it on a wholesale, or do you want to do it on a retail basis where people just come and buy in small quantity? Either way, there is money in food businesses. The final business idea was inspired by my visit to this village as well. But before then, please, if you have not liked this video, I know it's not as fancy or as fine as my other videos because of the background and everything, but please, I know you're here for the knowledge and not just expect it. Kindly like this video if you have not liked it. Hit that thumbs up, and if you are the kind of person interested in smart money moves, investment, business ideas, that is what we do on this channel. Hit the subscribe button. Now, the 7th business idea is building material. Oh my god. So in our house, we just completed something, a construction, flooring. If you know how much we spent, just 3 items they used. What they call it? There is cement, of course, there is stones, okute, and then there is sand. I think those were the 3 major things. Spent millions. We spent millions. I'm going to show you a sample of what we did here. I'm telling you how much we spent here. Let me tell you a little story. Here in my village, there is a man we consider as one of the wealthiest people. I always wonder, why did this man stay back in the village without going back to the township like every other person? I know why. Ask me why. Because he's into building materials. And you know how Igbo people are. We do the most when it comes to building in our family villages and building our village families. Oh my god, this man is like the hot cake in my village, supplying all of these things. Igbo man may not have money to ride a car, but then we have money to build houses. And the truth is that real estate is something that will never go out of fashion, right? When it comes to land, property. In fact, please, 2025, I don't know about it, but in this community, we are going to go hard into real estate, land and everything. I've told a story of how I came together with some of my friends. We bought some land and everything. I want us to come together as a community and do this thing, but that's by the way. Building material is something you should consider. It's not a lot of people that go into that. For some people that are not for some, it can be road, it can be tiles, it can be stone, it can be anything. But if it has to do with building, you will always sell, because no matter what, people will keep building. No matter what, people will keep buying property, buying land. And this is where you come in, supplying these things. There you have it. The top hot selling 7 business ideas that I think is going to explode in 2025. So let me know in the comments, which one are you considering? Which one do you want me to go deeper into, to share more information, maybe on the supply, how to start and things like that? Let me know. Which ideas do you think I left out that you think is also wonderful to consider? Share with us. Let us pick your brain. Come to the comments and let us know. Thank you so much for watching. Don't worry, I will still go back to Lagos to be supplying premium content for you. Let's chat in the comment section.